Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails in the Sky. Last episode we fought our way through the castle, all the way into the princess's room. Well, the save said this was the princess's room. And of course where we left Duke Dunan. After sadly not being able to defeat him in battle, because we saved him for last. And that made sure that we didn't get a chance to basically hit him over the head with it. Instead, we scared him, he ran into the stairs and he knocked himself out. So, it's not my first choice, but we'll accept it. So for today, we have only one thing left to do, and that is to reach the queen. So I'm gonna do one slight preparation, because I have no idea what's waiting for us in the next room. And it might be unnecessary, because there is a good chance that it just, there, you're safe, and that's it, but I have no idea. So I'm gonna do a small recharge of Chloe's EP, just to make sure we have the minimum necessary in case there is a fight there that we need to handle. Which I don't hope, because we don't have the CP to basically go all out on it. But let's see what the queen has to say. Any other rooms? I don't think so. Where is she? Oh God. Are you alright, grandmother? We're here to rescue you, your majesty. Claudia, Estelle. Ah, so you're finally here. I was getting quite bored with waiting. Of course, I knew it. It would never be this easy. Are we now finally gonna see his full strength? Lieutenant Lorentz, what are you doing here? My duty is to guard Her Majesty. Is it truly any wonder that I'm here? Oh, enough of your crap. No matter how strong you are, we've still got 3-to-1 odds on you. This one certainly seems skilled. Just who is he? Commander of the Intelligence Division Special Ops 2nd Lieutenant Lorentz Belgar. Former Jaeger and scout for the Colonel. Ah, so you've done your research, I see. Most impressive. But what else would you expect of the daughter of an S-ranked bracer? One Cassius Bright, I believe? My master's rank has never been public knowledge, and yet you are not one to be trifled with, I see. I know you as well. Sherazard Harvey, also known as the Silver Streak, C-ranked, and very close to ascent to B rank, it seems. Please, release my grandmother. If you were just fighting in the employment of the Colonel, there's no further call to this. Oh, there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. You see only the surface like that of a quartz grid, with no concept of the forces that work within. I think what he's trying to say in a very complex way is that the coup d'etat by the Colonel is just a small plan that's in the works in the background. This isn't all there is to it, there is so much more. And I'm pretty sure over all the next games we are playing, we're gonna learn more and more each time. But first, we gotta go past him. Oh, take heed, Princess Claudia. The nation is like an enormous complex orbment. The people are like the units of a quartz that provide the power and organize the system. And the territory which houses them is the frame. If you lack the means to understand how it works, then you are unfit to be its queen. An interesting metaphor. You may even be right. I certainly never expected to hear a theory on the nature of politics at a time like this. Pardon my rudeness. You've no need to hear my useless ceremonizing, Your Majesty. I don't really understand this at all. But the general gist is that you don't plan to let the queen go, do you? And if I do not? Obviously, we take her back by force. Indeed, after we've come this far, we certainly cannot go back now. You don't give me the impression that you bear us any ill will. But I will bring my blade to bear on you, and it will get my grandmother back. Good. In that case, let me show you a little of what I can really do. Oh, is he still gonna hold back? This is a little bit like insult after injury, isn't it? So, oh well, let's just go for it. His face. Wasn't he the one that we saw in Ruin when we were busy with the play? I think we saw him like at the door looking over at the stage where we were busy. I think this is him. At least I recognize the hair. Silver hair. No, it's ash blonde. I guess that you were born somewhere up north. Indeed, you are correct. Though it's closer than you might think. What? I trust you will not be offended if I choose not to go easy on you, simply because you're a woman. Oh, women even. Shall we then? Is that why he removed his mask, so he has a better vision of what's going on? Because I can imagine that a mask would basically obscure a lot of things. And if you don't need to give it your all, it's fine, but he wants to show us what he's got. And he needs the additional movement. Alright, what are we going to use? I don't want to use CP. Do we want to use some arts in order to start things up? I don't know. I am very contemplating just attacking with Sherazard, being on the defense with Chloe. And what will we do with her? Because the Earth card that we have right now is only like a low level one for one single person, so it's not very beneficial in the fight. Because I've been thinking about that. Because if we can upgrade this to an area cast that will go after all of us, does that mean if one person keeps using that each and every move, that we'll never be able to be damaged? It is something I want to try out later if we still have the time to work out with our quartz. Because somehow I think if we are done here, we're not done with the game. Because if that was the case, we would not have seen the stuff in the basement with the colonel and the lieutenant. So I'm thinking after this we need to go after the colonel, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be down there. So I want to play a little bit more with quartz in the next couple of episodes and see if we can get to a higher level earth card, which I think I saw in the booklet with all the magics. Having said that, speed up the flow of time. Do we want that? Because I don't think that increases the casting time, right? Because on one side we can have Sherazard attack more, on the other side we can have Chloe being able to heal us more if necessary. I'm gonna give it to Chloe. I wanna see what it does. And then you can fully go with Shadow Spear. Yeah, I think Feint will have more of a chance than KO, cause a boss type character, I really doubt KO would work. And didn't work on Amalthea as well. And the reason why I'm also speeding her up is that I have been thinking over the last couple of episodes that we have been fighting that I might need to invest a little bit more in actually using like the status moves, like increasing strength, defense and stuff like that. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this can really mess me up. But we gotta remember, if we lose this fight, if that's the case, I'm gonna equip something that goes against Confuse. Oh god, we're dead, aren't we? Oh yeah, we're so dead.
I'm sorry.
The only thing I'm thinking of, we're dead or this is supposed to happen? We are supposed to die. That lieutenant is so strong because we're not supposed to beat him here just yet. Could that be the case? Oh, Sherazard who's fighting right now. He's first and I can't heal both of us. But if I can heal Chloe, she can use her ability to resurrect Sherazard. And Estelle. No, no, not again confused. Okay, it's over. It's over.
It can't be.
Oh, stop it with you. And he does healing magic? Holy crap. Yeah, I'm really doubting that we are supposed to survive this. Alright, we definitely need to switch Petrified to Anti-Confuse. I do want to keep the Death Blow though. Because I think without the Confuse we probably will be able to beat him. Ah, thank the Lord. Alright, how disappointing. I had thought you would prove more of a challenge. How can it be so much stronger than during the tournament? He was probably holding back deliberately. He might be as strong as Master Cassius. Grandmother, I'm sorry. Claudia, Estelle. That will be far enough, Your Majesty, if you please. They are not mortally wounded, I assure you. Your eyes betray much. You are so young, yet you have endured such hardships already. Your Majesty, you are hardly qualified to feel pity for me. You, who knows the name of Hemmel. And who's that? It sounds like a name we definitely need to remember. It is almost time. I will return Her Majesty to you just as you wished. If you wish to stop the Colonel, you had best hurry below. You may, well, already be too late. But you may be able to prevent any further needless damage from occurring. Below? You cannot mean beneath there. However unpleasant you may find it, it was certainly that I would understand the significance. You can show them the way. And now, I bid you adieu. A side of me is happy he's gone. Oh, damn. But I do wonder, if I had known what he could do, and I would have equipped like anti-confuse accessories, would I have been able to beat him? Or will the game have made him use a moveset that will have definitely destroyed us? Like a 6000 damage moveset or anything. If you're one of those people that are watching this and you know that, can you please inform me? Or else I need to play the entire game again and test it. Well, to be honest, I do make 4 saves. Like one save subsequent to every episode. So I could go back and test it out for myself. I might. Not to continue playing, just to try it out during this fight. Because I'm extremely curious with that. Yeah, let me think about that. Hey! Is he insane? He's gone. Did he drop into the lake? But the water's undisturbed. Just who is this guy? Grandmother, are you hurt? I am unharmed, Claudia. He never laid a hand on me. But more importantly... Estelle! Joshua! Thank Idios you're alright. You too. Since Colonel Richard and Lieutenant Lawrence weren't in the castle, I started to worry. Yeah, the red helmet guy was here just a minute ago. What? He jumped over the handrail and, well, who knows? He's some kind of monster, alright. I see. Praise Ideals for keeping you safe. Joshua. Your Majesty, it's good to see you unharmed. Well met, Lieutenant Swartz. Indeed, I owe all of you a debt of gratitude. Ah, you're far too kind, Your Majesty. Ah, we're just glad to be of help. I don't think this is over yet, though. Yes, we've dealt with the special ops inside the castle, but I'm afraid there are bad tidings. Army reinforcements from every province are on their way to Gransel. From the sounds of it, the Intelligence Division is somehow maintaining control. I see. Time is short, my liege. I must ask you to board the ID ship and escape at once. No, that I cannot do. Just like Claudia. But it's not that strange. They have both the same mindset when it comes to ruling. The situation has grown more dire. Colonel Richard must be stopped whatever the cost. What do you mean, Your Majesty? Last night, I finally understood the true intention of which the Colonel spoke. He wants the Shining Ring, the Aureole. The Aureole? Why does that sound so familiar? The first thing that pops in mind when I hear that is the towers. I think when we were on the tower in Roland with the professor, I think he talked about that, right? Or am I misremembering that? It is one of the septarians that Aios gave to the ancients. The legends say that it has the power to control nature itself. Ah, yeah, Professor Alba told us about it. But I thought it was just some silly story that was passed down through the church. So it does exist, and it lies somewhere within Liberal. According to an old legend of the royal family, the Shining Ring shall bring catastrophe, condemning the souls of men to eternal purgatory. It has been sealed within the interval of the blackest dark, that we might retain our humanity. Condemning the souls of men to eternal purgatory. Well, that's not a little ominous. These words have been passed down in the royal family as a warning. Perhaps this Shining Ring truly was so dangerous that the royal family ancestors sealed it away. Also, there was that massive orbital reaction that was detected beneath the city. If one takes both of these into account, the Shining Ring must be sealed way underneath Gransel. It does make sense. Yes, and I believe that the Colonel has reached the same conclusion. There remains no details of what exactly the Shining Ring is, but I believe there will be grave danger for all should it be restored. It could be a disaster on par with the Great Collapse of Legend. No. Incredible. Excuse me, Your Majesty? Lieutenant Lawrence told us to go underground, but what did he really mean? Well, there's a mysterious room within Gransel Castle, where nothing, not even a grain of rice, has been kept in generation, forbidden since long ago. Oh, you mean the treasury? Of course. Yeah, we came to the same conclusion about this door. Yeah, we are no fools, we played our RPGs. No doubt about it. There are signs that someone came through here recently, and frequently at that. That's not all. The tracks also suggest that someone brought in something very heavy. I hold the key to this room, but there is a spare. It's likely that's what was used to gain entry. It would seem that we must investigate. Queen Alicia produced a key from her dress. And there it is. The other side of the elevator we saw. This elevator wasn't here before. Where did it come from? Perhaps it's a piece of the Colonel Rich's new construction. In which case it probably goes down to where the Shining Ring is sealed away. Yes, and that may have been the true goal behind the coup from the very beginning. They could never have built such a thing without occupying the castle. That's crazy! It's definitely a possibility. In any given country, a royal sanctuary is generally regarded as inviolate. To break that trust would require quite an aggressive plan. Regardless, we'll probably need to use this to get underground. Let's test to see if it works. Joshua began to inspect the elevator control panel. What is it? It's locked with some type of orbital energy. It looks like it won't work unless we can find some special type of quartz to put in it. What? No, we've come so far. I'm going to put the screws to one of those special ops soldiers. One of them might have the key. Yes, that sounds the wisest. No, that won't be necessary. Professor Russell, welcome back. It can be. Oh, Professor Russell? Ah, Queen Alicia, it's been quite some time. I'm glad to see Estella and Joshua are doing well. Hold up, Professor. What are you doing here? I thought the Intelligence Division was after you in Zeiss. And on top of that, how did you get here? Grandpa, where did you go? Ah, enough with all the running over the place. Is everyone in your family as big a pain in the ass as you? Patagate. Oh. Tita? I knew it. Estelle, Joshua. Oh. Tita. Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping I'd get to see you again. We heard at the guild that you two were fighting at the castle. I'm so glad you're alright. Ah, Tita. Thank you for being so concerned. It's good to see you well, Agate. But what are you doing in the Royal City? Well, we hid out for a bit, but then we happened upon a cargo freighter bound for Gransel. And I figured, what the hell? The best place to hide is in plain sight after all. Once we got the lowdown from Elnan, we came straight to the castle. Alright, I got something for you from him. Payment. We don't need payment. The release of the Queen is a reward enough. But I will take that cash though. Is this okay? I mean, we haven't even reported in. Looks like he got filled in on the general gist of things from the guardsman messenger. So what brings your amateur asses here? Me? I figured we could at least beat up the remaining special op guys. Wait, I know you. It's been a while, Agate. Thank you for your efforts at the lighthouse. Chloe, right? What's a student doing in a place like this? Ah, it seems my granddaughter is in your debt. Which means I also owe you my thanks. Don't worry about it. It's all part of the job. So, what's up, Granny? You work in the castle? Did these numbskulls rope you into helping them? Does he actually not recognize the Queen? You barbarian! Do you realize to whom you're speaking? You stand in the presence of Queen Alicia of Liberal. Huh? You know, she does look sort of familiar. You really should loosen that bandana of yours, boy. It's obviously squeezing your brain too tight. Say that again, old man. Queen? So that means this lady would have been Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. We call her Chloe, though. Chloe, meet the professor's granddaughter, Tita. She's like our little sister. Ah, I see. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tita. I'd be happy if you'd also call me Chloe. Yes, ma'am. I mean Chloe. Aw, what a little cutie pie. My name's Sherazard. I'm Joshua's and Estelle's mentor. You can call me Shara. Oh, okay, Shara. And you can call me Uncle Olivier. No, that's way too creepy coming from him. You shut up. Anyway, this elevator seems to be giving us some trouble. What seems to be the problem, and what in Ideal's name is going on here? Well, Joshua briefly relayed the gist of Colonel Rich's plan and told the professor about the Shining Ring, aka the Aureole. Ah, come on. This is some kind of joke, right? You're not serious. I can't believe such a thing would be buried here. And now it's happened, just as I was afraid of. So, If we use this elevator, we can get where we need to go? Yes, but it has a special lock. Made of quartz, apparently. Ah, that. Let me have a look at it. This is my own design. It uses a card key. You can't undo the lock unless you insert a card that's embedded with the identical quartz. The professor produced a small cable and slid it into the card slot. However, this is an early model without any type of failsafe. So, if you feed it just the right amount of orbal energy, you can break the living shit out of it. Yeah, the best way to do this, if you want to hack into a console, get the guy who created it. Woohoo! Nice going, prof. I'm impressed. Why am I not surprised? Now, shall we descend? We've got trouble. What is it? Report. A division of the regular army has arrived at Gronsol's main gate. It looks like they're being led by an officer of the intelligence division. What? And 3 military patrol ships are approaching from the lake. Your orders, ma'am. Of all the damn time. Perhaps I should make an appearance in order to persuade them. Grandmother, I will go to the terrace on the roof and address the arriving forces. Lieutenant Schwartz, make your preparations. But what if we are attacked? I believe in them. Misguided though they are still citizens of Liberal. If they see me, hear my voice, I do not believe they will attack. Your Majesty, all of you, it is without boundless regret that I ask you to shoulder this burden. Please, Your Majesty, you don't need to say anything else. We'll do whatever it takes to stop the Colonel. Please, leave it to us. Ooh, so every fighter is going down. Are you gonna fight with all of them? Except Professor Russell, of course. That would be great. Are you gonna like divide in 2 different parties? 2 fights? One against the lieutenant, one against the colonel? Oh yeah, this definitely looks like a final dungeon, doesn't it? What the heck? They're ruins from the ancient Zemurian civilization. Ah, as old as these appear, I don't get the feeling that this place is completely dead. It seems to function just like the equipment in the tetracyclic towers. That ain't all that's moving. I get the feeling we got some pretty nasty creatures around here too. Wow. The structures nearby look to be made of modern materials. I suppose Colonel Richard had some construction going on. I suspect you're right. Building anything at this depth is rather impressive. The ruins are even larger than suspected. If we're not careful, we could get terribly lost. It may be best if we split up 2 groups. One for scouting and one to stay on standby. What do you mean? Well, basically we establish a base camp of sorts in a secure location. That's the gist of it. The scouting party will find a way through and the ones on standby will be available to switch out as needed. Once the right path is found, everyone moves forward to establish a new base. Makes sense to me. In that case, I believe that our current location will be the best place to start from. Estelle and Joshua, you'll be the ones to decide who's going to be on which team. Wait, us? But you two are the very heart of this operation. I doubt anyone will object. I agree. As do I. I'll follow your lead. Bah, like I have a choice. I'm in. I have faith in you to make the right choices. Sounds fine by me. Joshua, what do we do? No need to think about it too hard. If things get tough, we can always turn back and switch people out. Oh well then. Choose 2 members other than Estelle and Joshua. Alright. This is kind of difficult. I am compelled to take Shira because she hasn't been here for such a long time, and I will be really intrigued to see if we level her up a few levels more, if she learns any more moves. On the other side, I like Olivier and Zin because they have been with us during this entire chapter. So they are fully decked out and we've already have managed a large part of their quad. So there's just a little bit of tweaking that we need to do in order to max them out. Tida, her attacks are amazing with a lot of area attacks. The downside of Tida is, what I can remember, her HP is incredibly low, even with an HP 3 over it. So even though I really like Tida, I need to keep in mind, if this is the last dungeon, then there's gonna be a very big boss fight at the end of it, and I don't think having someone with low HP with us will be an incredible wise thing. We know Olivier is a very apt magic user, so we'll also be able to heal us up with Estelle as the backup for that. We have Joshua for the group attack with his S-Craft. So the only things left is the third. And like I said, I think using Chloe might be a bit of overkill. Because if we have Chloe, we'll be in exchange with Olivier. So I would say that the fourth member would be a switch between Zin, Agate and Shira. Tita I want to keep to the side at all times. 1, she's too young for it. 2, low HP. And that's basically it. I think like Zin and Agate are both on par with single target melee damage that are really high, I suspect. So I think for now, I'm gonna go with Zin and Olivier. And if somewhere along the way we feel like changing it, or people are saying comments like, you shouldn't do that, you're gonna get killed, no! Then maybe we'll switch over Olivier for Chloe, maybe, or we keep Olivier. Or maybe switch Zin for Agate or Shira. I might switch to Shira and Agate for a little bit, maybe, even if it's just only to level up and see if they get a secondary S-Craft and if that is an all-hitter. Because Joshua, secondary S-Craft is an all-hit one. So that's one of those that you definitely want to have in your party in case of an emergency. Or in case the last fight is going to be with multiple targets. If we have a secondary tech character that can do that, yeah, then it's practically done. Because that would be the two that we have all the focus on. And the other two are just on main healing duty. And if they do damage beside the healing, that's just the cherry on top. You know what I mean? I think if we do it like that, we'll be ready for anything. So yeah, like I said, let's start with Zin. And with Olivier. Estelle, I'm going to send Zeke to accompany you. When you find a suitable spot to use as a base, please send him back. He'll be able to show us the way to wherever you are. Squee! Ah, good idea. That way the search party won't have to backtrack to get to the others. It's up to you, Zeke. Squee! Well, that means we're counting on you to handle the scouting. Just be the one on the safe side. I've prepared a complete set of tools, should have everything you need. If you need to modify any orbments, just let me know. Okay, we'll be off then. Alright, so we got a healing station here. We got the professor with items and modifications, just like the guy on the ship that we got before we came in here. Let's have a little quick look-see. Change members as well. Buying more stuff, including accessories. And now that I need to keep in mind, do we want something against Confuse or do we keep the Petrify? Well, Joshua is fine regardless. It's not like we have like a 20,000 worth accessory that protects us against everything, like the one that Joshua has. Nah, probably not. Alright. Yeah, it's the same text. Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay, so what do you have? Defense 3, Mind 3. Is it cost 3 as well? No cost 3. But there's EP cut 3. Okay, so I'm thinking it will probably be that we need 3 pieces of EP cut 3, isn't it? Yeah, I'm spending a little bit extra time just to go over everything. I think Joshua is done. I want to keep the eagle eye because it's been so advantageous during levels. She can go for EP cut 3 and then she'll be done. Zin action 3 would be amazing and then he would be done. He needs a lot. He needs AP 3, HP 3, Mine 3. Do we already have that? No. Did we give that? I think we gave that to Sherazard and Chloe in prep for the fights we just did. I could steal it from them, could I? Or I could just grind and get it like that. I'll have to think about that between the episodes. There is a part that wants to grab it so we have it so we can continue on. And then what we make on 7 we can use to modify the rest. But let me think about that. Do we want to go with EP3 for maximum EP increase or with the cuts? Because I'm pretty sure that we need 2 of them also for our main man Olivier. Alright, okay, I have it in my mind. Now we just, I want to move on a little bit forward. Just to look a little bit at the environment and maybe fight a couple of enemies. So I can, with a clear conscience, grind in this level as well. Just to set up some of the quartz. If you're just gonna stand there, I'm just gonna walk around you. Alright, let's see what you got. They do look like machines, so is that mean there's a heightened chance that the status effects won't do anything? I think we'll have to wait until it works or it doesn't. Because I can clearly imagine a machine being resistant against something like that. Nope, Death Blow definitely works.
Alright, we're good to go.
Sepit is nice, not exuberantly high, but it's not bad, it's doable. I can work with that. It's gonna be like that, isn't it? There's gonna be a lot of different side paths leading to treasure, and only one way that leads forward. Might as well lose craft. Really, Joshua? The first moment I use a craft and you say, ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna miss. Okay, this is not well.
Take that.
Damn. Chainsaw attack. Damage is okay. We've had much worse enemies to start out with. I wonder if an attack like lightning would do extra damage against these type of enemies. Because there's no indicator that wind is their weakness. I don't think they have weaknesses. But if there are, like a machine, technology-wise, then lightning should have an effect on them. I'm gonna just guess. And if we move too far ahead, we'll just go back and check out the other locations. Because especially in a level like this, you want all the chests. Because the chest you're gonna get here, it's a heightened chance there's gonna be equipment in there. And the equipment would be better than what we have. At least, I'm hoping so. And I do wonder, if we pick a party like this, will the equipment we're gonna be getting be like flexible as in who you pick as a party? Or will it be fixed depending on just what it is? You know what I mean? Like we picked Zin and Olivier now. Will we get weapons for them or we just get random weapons for anyone who can potentially be in our party, or are we not gonna get weapons at all? I know, irrelevant questions, but questions nonetheless. Oh, I'm getting so excited for the next few episodes, because it really feels like we are storming towards the finale of this this game.
Piece of cake.
And I do plan to continue on with, of course, the second chapter after this. I might take one day off of uploading a Trails episode. Not because I can't continue, but more because I want to prep the intro so we can start with an intro from episode 1. Celestial Bomb, and I don't want to look at the intro of second chapter until I'm done with this game, just in case there are some spoilers in there, and I hate being spoiled, so I'm just gonna wait until we're finished with this. There's a note inside that says, "I saw what you did." Alright. Not bad item, but I really am in the market for equipment.
Take that.
I do just realize that the fact that we got Zeke with us, and they're saying you can call us once you find more suitable location.
Savor the victory.
Are we gonna go like a 2 or 3 tier journey through this dungeon? Then we're gonna get to one point, then we call all the others, and that's gonna be like a new base where we can heal and upgrade and change party members. And when we get to that point, will there be a boss there? Oh, I hope so. I like bosses in dungeons like this, because they challenge you, and there's also a good chance that you get some nice oh shit from them. Mechanized creatures appeared. Uh-oh. This is a lot. Let's see, what do they have? Ooh, the big guys on the side do have a lot of HP. I think it's worth it.
You're finished.
Alright, we got rid of all the little ones at least. We massively damaged the one in front, so... don't be scared now. But they are too far away. Ooh, 9 damage, that is not a lot. Maybe we need to look into the art department. Wow, they are prepared. Because he has instantly negated my art. What kind of damage do you do? Okay, it's still not a lot, but it's a bit more. Are they getting close enough? No, that's definitely not big enough. Let's see. I want to use one of their S-Crafts in order to take care of this, but they are way too far apart.
Take that.
But yeah, with the gladiator that Joshua has, we are getting towards 100 pretty quickly. Yes! Do it again! They are strong though.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it. I want that critical. And after this fight, I'm gonna go back to base camp, and then we're gonna call this episode. I think we explored enough range that I can fight the enemies. And those little ships, ooh. Oh, that's nice. That's a lot of sepit. But there, like I said, those little ships in between the chests, those are more than doable. So we can definitely use them to get our CP back. And since we are wearing the gladiator stuff, our CP comes back very fast. Majesta. It wouldn't be empty if you hadn't taken the stuff in it. Why does it sound like a gun? It is. It still doesn't answer my question. Like, are we getting gear based on the party we choose, or if it's fixed? We just have to keep that in mind. Alright. More power to you. I love your name. Use it wisely. You know what? I'm gonna walk back on my own. I'm gonna call the episode right here. So we started the potentially final dungeon. I feel like it is, so I'm gonna call it like that. Next time, if we are allowed to go back to town, we might go back to town. If not, then we're gonna go all the way deep into this dungeon and see what we can find, and at least get to the secondary base camp and figuring out, will there be a boss there that needs defeating, and will our party be strong enough to do so? But that's going to be next time. Until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and all that nice stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.